ain't too old to see that.
Woo! Word. All right, round number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pitock, there's Pouget.
Quick tap of the gloves. Here we go. Pouget with a huge reach advantage.
These left hands are huge coming from Pitock right now.
Well, you know what? I like to see the way Pitock started closing that distance. Pouget started out with some very clean hands, got rocked a couple of times, and all of a sudden he's throwing haymakers. Now the fight's settling down a little bit.
Tell you what, Tyler's a tough hombre. Oh, connecting. So quiet outside of the cage, this young man. Just explodes on the inside. Going for the shoot.
Well, he took his shot, did a good job. Look at him try to crawl around the cage and stay out of guard. That's pretty savvy, actually.
Yeah, very nicely done by him. I think Pouget, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Pete lets us know that Pouget is officially split wide thanks to those heavy hands of Tyler Pitock.
Well, Pouget's doing a good job of trying to pull guard here, managing to get his leg through, and he's almost in there. Going to settle for half guard at this point, but he better lock it up because Tyler Pitock, very strong, looking to pass into a full mount, and he sure does.
Absolutely. Pouget looking a little bit rocked. Tyler in control of this matchup. Right hand coming down on the face of Pouget.
Well, Tyler, you said it yourself. He hits like a ton of bricks.
Oh, and I thought I seen that uppercut coming. He surely delivers it.
Hey, welcome to the blood zone. It's sort of like the splash zone at Cedar Point, but it's a little different. We're about to get covered here, Joey Ruckus.
That's right, Tyler. Just tucked under a little bit of Mr. Pouget. Pouget giving a little bit of hands to the right side.
Well, Pouget needs to concentrate on that underhook he's got and keep pulling that arm off so he doesn't get his legs ripped out. There he goes, brings it up nice and high. And once again, just like Nostradamus, I'm bringing it to you.
You bring it, Steve. I got to admit, man, you see it before it comes. Oh, Tyler getting caught in the face. And you can see that he's split underneath his eye. These boys are duking.
Pouget needs to keep throwing those straight hands. It's those straight hands that open Tyler Pitock up. When he gets a little bit frustrated or anxious, he starts swinging loopy shots, and that's what puts him on his back.
I'm impressed by both of the gentlemen right now inside this cage. Excuse me, not even gentlemen, warriors. Warriors we're working with here, ladies and gentlemen. You are the gentleman, Steve the Gentleman Lefrate.
You know, of all the nicknames I've picked up, I think I like that one the best.
I think it's suitable, very much so.
I might keep it.
It's good. Back to the action, Pitock jumping on the back of Pouget, coming around.
Well, that was a little premature. He had a far superior position to where he's at right now. Still in good shape, though. But Pouget just so long and able to pull himself right out of it.
Ready to duke it, man. Pitock's eye is split wide. I'm surprised you can see out of that thing.
Well, he's got Pouget completely out of his game. Pouget, when he's calm and collected, he's throwing good straight shots and he's circling. When he's feeling frustrated, he's backing up and he's throwing those loopy shots, and that's what is allowing Tyler Pitock to close.
Time. That's the end of round 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Round 1 is in the books, and I am glad I am not a judge.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt, both of these guys going a distance. That was a great round for both of them. Pouget, I had my doubts, but I'll tell you what, he stepped around and did the damn thing. No question about that.
While I'm making sure that round 2 is official here and watching the card to make sure they're using the right card, how do you score that first round?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's hard to keep my focus, but if I had to score it based on faces, Pouget caught blood first. I think Pitock's got the bigger cut over his eye, so maybe Pouget scored more points on the face of him, but I'm going to give it to Tyler. I'm going to give it to Tyler. That's my pick.
I'll tell you, from just a purely technical scoring, I think you're absolutely dead on. But you never know what the judges are watching or what their backgrounds are.
No, it's very true, very true. Man, he's split.
Well, you know, the cut, if you're going to get cut, it's in a good place. The blood's going to drain down the face. It's not going to go into the eyes. You'd be hard-pressed to find a referee who's going to stop a fight because of that type of cut, no matter how much blood's coming from it. And they did a good job of stopping the bleeding between rounds. Now, the first time it gets tagged, it's going to open again. But again...
Tyler planting one on the chin. I think he was coming for the knockout. Oh, but Pouget with that deadly knee.
Pouget rocked him, and then they both fell into a heap, and I think that's the only thing that saved Tyler.
Yeah.
Because for just a second, he was absolutely nighty-night, Joey Ruckus.
Ooh, without a doubt. And now Pitock, he's performed in a lot. He was in the first ever tag MMA. That tag MMA that they tried at the Yak Arena. He's done a lot. So he's well-rounded. He's well-rounded. Take a knee.
Nice guard work on the bottom there, looking for a nice little sweep. You know, for a second there, I think he thought he didn't have it, and Pouget gave up on it. Pouget gets locked. Big left hand, and Tyler Pitock smelling blood of his own now.
I tell you what, that made me pop as a fan for sure. I saw Pouget catch at least 2 right on the button.
That big left hand absolutely dazed him, and I think he's still trying to recover a little bit.
Without a doubt. You're looking at Pitock on top, Pouget on bottom.
Pitock driving that right knee over, trying to tie off that arm. And for some unknown reason, Pouget rolls away from it, giving up his back and eating big shots.
We're well into round 2. If Pouget can just hang on, these guys are going to go the distance.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Pitock starts bringing some frequency, we might not see round 3.
No, that's true. You can hear Josh's corner signaling for knees. And Pitock just getting on top, delivering left hands to the body.
When you're on the bottom, you're looking to either get to your knees or pull guard. You're not looking to throw knees. He got out of a bad situation there. Almost wound up in a totally helpless side control. These guys, you can see the fatigue setting in here, Joey.
Yeah, without a doubt, both of these gentlemen. I'm thinking Danny McIntyre is going to stand him up if it takes too long.
Well, Danny McIntyre's thinking about it too. He's giving him the chin chatter for sure.
There we go, Pitock on the side now. Pouget still moving his way around.
Well, you know, Josh does a good job of working his guard, but Tyler real good from the top position there. Not getting caught with that, transitioning nicely into side control, into mount.
He wants to TKO. I don't think he's going to try to submit him. He wants to pound that face in.
Well, he's getting ahead of himself. He needs to walk this up to the side of the cage. 10 seconds. No way this fight's getting stopped short of a knockout now.
No, so true, so true. I think McIntyre. Yeah. Round 3. Wow.
And I'll tell you, had he taken a couple of seconds and just walked that to the side of the cage, we might have had a different outcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to round 3. Give it up for both of these fighters right here, right now. Round 3. Proudly sponsored to you by The Fight Shop. Check them out at thefightshoponline.com.
That one, Joey, a little easier to score, I think. You got to give that one to Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler dominant in that round as well. I think he's got 2 good ones under his belt. Pouget still in this thing, but yeah, technically speaking, Tyler on top for both rounds.
At this point, Pouget's corner's got to be telling him that he needs to end this fight before the buzzer, because if it goes to the cards, he's not going to fare very well at all.
Referee Danny McIntyre signaling for the action to take place. Somebody's looking for the knockout. Tyler's eye looks a little better. Oh, strong hands connected by both gentlemen.
I'll tell you what, Tyler cleaned his hands up between the first and the last round. He's throwing good, clean shots. He's out. Oh, for a second there again, a flash knockout saved by being propped up.
Yeah, I'd say so, man.
He just sort of slumped forward, and it was the cage and Josh that held him up.
Pouget not counted out just yet.
Pouget needs to sink an underhook in, or he's going to his back, and there he goes. His corner telling him to punch from the bottom, but he needs to lock that guard up.
Tyler quick, man, like a bear out there.
Tyler does a good job of passing the guard and keeping his hips low as he comes around. And again, Josh Pouget in trouble, fully mounted.
Oh, yeah, little hammer fist, both ears catching it. Oh, and now the upper to the face of Pouget, who is taking several severe hits.
Tyler Pitock looking to sink that choke in.
Nice
trying to get it under the chin. Josh Pouget doing a good job of attacking that choking hand.
Man, what a battle between these two. This is round 3. These boys are big, 185ers.
Tyler Pitock completely dominant, though.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Looking to sneak into an armbar there for a second. And again, look for the transition as Josh Pouget pushing up, hoping to keep those punches from coming. That's it, it's over. Well, you could tell that Josh had had enough. He just rolled flat to his back. Tyler Pitock wasted no time, bringing down the heavy, heavy leather. And Danny McIntyre left with no option but to put an end to this fight before the end of the 3rd round.
Tyler did a nice job in there. We'll get to Pete with your official finale on these two.
I think you dominated all 3 rounds. To the licking, kept on ticking. Please say something for us here tonight.
I want to thank all my friends, family, fans for coming out, especially my mom and some kids raised. Help me get in shape for this fight.
There it is. One more time for your winner, Tyler Baby.